Hi, everybody. Sorry about that. How's your day been going? I've had a very good day. First of all, I woke up, and that's always a blessing. And second of all, for maybe the ninth time since the invention of the internet and webcams and, FaceTime and everything, I got to meet someone that I really, really wanted to meet. And it was just great. We chatted via Messenger for hours. And she's every bit as lovely, you know, as I had hoped she would be. You take a chance when you meet people online, and luckily, touch wood, except for four exceptions that I can think of. Everybody I met online, I have remained friends with, and six of them I have been fortunate enough to meet in person. So, meeting this lovely young woman, you know who you are, and I'm not going to say your name in case it embarrasses you, but hi. Um, it did. It made my day. So, that was number two. The third thing was a severe, major thunderstorm hit Dundee today. Ohio, where I was born, typically, we had a thunderstorm season. We got a lot of them. And even as a child, I was never afraid of thunder and lightning and stuff. I loved it. And when I awakened this morning and did my usual routine of, watching the news, checking the weather, we had thunderstorm warnings. But we frequently get them and then nothing happens. So, I did my usual morning stuff, grabbed a book, went out into the garden because it was hot and sunny and muggy at the time I went out in the garden. And I'm sitting there reading my book, and I felt like drop, 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 drop on my book. And after the fifth drop, I was like, okay, we're going to go in now because Dundee being Dundee and global warming making the weather generally unpredictable, I did not want to be sitting there when all of a sudden the heavens opened and it was like a shower. So I grabbed all my stuff and I came inside, and that turned out to be the right thing to do because the minute I got inside, the skies opened. And they opened in such a manner that I could hear the rain all over my flat, hitting the windows and stuff. And the first thing I thought was, oh my God, my garden. Because of the windstorm that we had a couple of weeks ago. And you may recall videos about the damage that had been done by the high winds. 8 days of high winds, as a matter of fact. So I ran, out and opened the back door of the closey and looked out, and OMG, it was raining. There was thunder, there was lightning, and there was hail. Hail. It's mid-August. I can't remember ever seeing hail in mid-August in Scotland. So that freaked me out. So I stood there for a bit and recorded it and, just watched it because actually I like storms. Storms, just, the power of them, the intensity, the look of them, the smell of them, that hard rain hitting the grass, It was just awesome. So I stood there for a bit until my feet began to get wet because I was standing in the back door of the closey, as I said, and I was wearing my bathies. So they began to get wet because it was raining that hard that the water began to come in. So I came in the house at that point and just, chilled. I'm actually I was waiting on an ASDA delivery, but once I got in the house, I got this message from them on the phone that says, "We're sorry, your delivery is going to be late." And that's probably due to the storm, but it's all good because I know it's coming. Anyway, I hope everyone has had a terrific Thursday. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. And don't worry if things have not been going the way you want them to lately. Have faith. Trust me, been there, done that. Stuff will get better. And until I drop my next video, as always, stay safe and live well. Bye.